Hariyo. Start with the prayer. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakat Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravidam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Gurudeva Deva. Hari Om. We are doing the Vedanta question and answers, and one of the questions that was posed is, what is the difference between the consciousness and reflected consciousness? And this is important information to know, because the consciousness that we are familiar with actually is, scripture says, here scripture is a pramana, it says that it is infinite. So first it says existence is infinite, but existence is same as consciousness, and consciousness is infinite is one of the Mahavakyas, is the declarative statement by the Vedanta. It says Prajnanam Brahma. Prajnana means consciousness, is Brahman means it is infinite. So consciousness is infinite. So what does that mean? That's what same thing as Chit, and same thing as Jnanam, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam Brahma. That Jnanam stands for this consciousness, which is Anantam, is infinite, which is same as the Brahman. So when you say from the consciousness, from the consciousness point, it is Brahman, means it is infinite. Infinite means there is nothing other than infinite. That's called absolute infiniteness. So there you can ask what else is there in that, because it is infinite. There cannot be anything other than in that, other than that. If not anything exists, it can only be exist in that infinite only. But in principle, nothing can exist infinite because it is infinite. Infinite means it is not divisible. There are no parts infinite, according to the logic as well as mathematics also. But the Ramanujacharya says that in the infinite you have parts, and that is called the Jiva and Jagat and Ishvara. So there are three parts in that infinite, according to Ramanuja. But from the logic point, it's Prajnanam Brahma, means it is infinite consciousness. There cannot be anything other than consciousness. Then what is a reflected consciousness? So from the point of Brahman, there is nothing to reflect. There is nothing to realize. There is no Jnanam, there is no Jiva, there is no Jagat, there is no world, there is only Brahman. Because that is a homogeneous, pure consciousness which exists. Because we are not talking about non-existent consciousness. So it is Sat and Chit, Satta eva Chit, Chittaya Aham, says Raman, the Bhagavan Ramana. And so consciousness is same as existence, which is same as Brahman, and that is one without a second. So there cannot be any divisions in that. So then what is Jiva, what is this world, and what is all that? Since you are experiencing I am a Jiva, then we have to come down to a little level, and that's what's called Vyavaharika Satyam, transactional reality. There you have division. Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara are apparent division. They cannot real division. Whereas in real division, there cannot be real division in the Brahman, because pure consciousness. So it's only apparent divisions, that where you have a Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara. Jiva is the individual, Jagat is the world, inert, and Ishvara is the creator. So let's look at what is Jiva. It says pure consciousness all over, and whenever there is a subtle body, which is mind and intellect together, is subtle mind, subtle material, it has a capacity to reflect consciousness. And therefore the all-pervading infinite consciousness of Chit is now getting reflected by the local mind, and that local mind, by reflecting it as though, quote unquote, becomes as a conscious entity. So how can that be? That is the way it is. Because it's a subtle material, consciousness, when it gets reflected, consciousness will be seen. So mind will be acting like a conscious entity, just as the moon, which is a non-luminous entity, by reflecting sunlight becomes a luminous entity. Same, in fact, moon is a presiding deity of the mind, according to Vedanta. But anyway, so when I say reflected consciousness, it's not the original consciousness, but original consciousness, we call it OC, is required for reflection. So when I look at the moon, I'm seeing the moonlight, and I'm seeing the moon, and I'm seeing the moonlight. But there is sunlight actually. So I cannot differentiate the sunlight and the moonlight by looking at the moon. Because sunlight is required, without that moonlight cannot be there. But what I am seeing is only moonlight. And reflecting medium is the moon, and in the process of reflection, moon appears as though luminous entity. Exactly identical situation where pure consciousness you cannot see. And that is original consciousness. And the reflecting medium is the mind that reflects that reflected consciousness only you can see. So when I'm looking at the moon, looking at the moonlight, I have to see sunlight that through the moonlight, because the moonlight is nothing but sunlight only. So in the same way, looking at the mind, looking at the consciousness that it exhibits, I had to recognize the original consciousness which I cannot see. In fact, this is true for any light also. To give an example, if I have an object, chair in the room, I cannot see unless there is a light. So I say I am seeing a chair, but think about it. It is a light falling on the chair, getting reflected by the chair, reaching my retina, forming an image of the chair because of the reflected light. What I am seeing is only reflected light, and I am paying attention to the reflecting medium without thinking that I am seeing only reflected light, because original light is there. If there is no reflecting medium at all, I cannot see the original light. So I need a reflecting medium. That's why we said mind is required. At the same time, shift my attention from the mind to that, because of which the mind is able to reflect consciousness. The reflected consciousness is called Chidabhasa. So meditation is like looking at the moon, shift the attention from the moonlight, looking at the moonlight or the sunlight. Moon is required, just as mind is required. But I have to not to pay attention to the moon, but pay attention to the reflected light. And through the reflected light, I have to see the original consciousness cognitively, because I cannot see original consciousness. That involves realization, that involves meditation. Same way, looking at the mind, looking at the consciousness it exhibits, then shift my attention cognitively to that, because of which I am pure existent consciousness. That involves the self-realization. With that we stop. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.